What it do, man? It's your boy Low, man. Just want to hop on here and holler at y'all about something. But before I get started, man, I want to say all praises to the Most High. Today is the first episode of Unacknowledged Heroes, man. I got a special hero in here with me today, man. Somebody I consider a brother, somebody I consider a friend, also a mentor. My guy, Big Mike, man. What's going on, Big Mike?
What's up, man?
Good to see you, man. Good to see you,
bro.
man.
Good to be here.
So how you been, man?
Oh, hanging in there, man. One day at a time.
One day at a time. That's what's up, man. You enjoying the Mighty Bro?
Oh yeah.
That's what's
always.
Up. That's what's up, man. I'm glad to have you here with me today, man. You know, man, this meant a lot to me for you to be able to just come in here and sit down with me, man, and take your time out your day to just grant me this. You know what I mean? This is a special moment for me. You know what I mean? To be able to pay homage back. But man, I'm gonna just ask you a few questions, man. First of all, man, tell the people where you from, man.
Oh, I was born in Jackson, Alabama, and my mom relocated to Mobile when I was about 10 years old. So I'm from South Alabama.
Alabama.
Born and raised.
Okay. So, what kind of kid was you growing up?
Well, growing up, I was a typical, kid that was born in late 60s, born in 67. I mean, I played outside, played in the dirt, ran around barefooted, you know what I'm saying? Just a typical hard-headed little boy, you know. I was relatively a good kid for the most part, early on, you know.
So you was pretty good in school?
Oh yeah. I was always, without actually trying, I was always a above average student.
I kind of struggled in school when I was coming up. I struggled.
Yeah.
So, what high school did you go to? What high school you rep?
Hey man, there ain't but one high school in Mobile County, and that's Viking High, man.
Oh,
Home of the Wolves.
Oh man, come on.
You know how we get down.
So you went to Viking, huh? You enjoyed it over there, man?
Oh yeah. That was some of my better years as a young person. You know, I think the teachers over there, some of the teachers over there, helped to develop me into the adult that I became. You know, some of the stuff that they instilled in me, they didn't just push education; they taught life situations. Some of the teachers, you know, one in particular, Coach P. Ryan, you know, who was also from the area that I was raised in.
Shout out to Coach P. Ryan.
Yeah. I mean, guys like that, they kind of instilled in me, hey, what it's like to be a young black male in this society that we live in.
What year did you come out?
1985.
1985, class of 85.
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool deal. So did you have kind of like in mind what you wanted to do when you come out of high school?
Oh yeah, I had it in mind, but I didn't do what I wanted. I didn't do what I thought I was gonna do, you know. Of course, I had aspirations like most people of having a millionaire career, you know what I'm saying? I wanted to be a professional athlete, which that didn't pan out, you know. So I ended up, I worked as a mental health worker. That was really my first real job. I worked as a mental health worker at a mental institution in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. I did that for a few years. And after that, you know, I kind of did my own thing. I did landscape and lawn service. I had my own lawn service business for a couple of years, you know.
Cool deal.
After that.
So, what led you into the maritime industry? How did you find out about the maritime industry?
So one of my older brothers, Charles Taylor, he was working for Warrior Gulf Navigation, and I went to him one day and I was like, I needed some money to get my equipment fixed, you know, one of my pieces of equipment fixed, and I was like, you know, he works on the boat, so natural assumption was, hey, he work on the boat, he got money, and I was like, hey man, I need to get $1,000 to get me a new piece of equipment. He's like, man, I ain't got no $1,000, but he's like, but I can get you a job. And I was like, a job? He's like, yeah. He's like, go fill his application out and go for the interview. And I was thinking to myself, okay, I'll do this here for a couple of, you know, for a few months, long enough to get my money up.
Right,
get me a
right,
new
right.
new tractor,
Right, right.
and then I go back to my little business what I had. So that's how I got into the industry.
Okay, cool deal, cool deal. So, when you got into the industry, what company you started with?
Warrior and Gulf Navigation.
Warrior and Gulf Navigation. They
I,
still
they,
on?
they were out of Mobile, Alabama.
Okay, okay. So they on that Tom of Bigby then.
Yeah, yeah.
They run that Tom of Bigby. They
Yeah.
run over that. Used to run with what, Parker.
Yeah, yeah,
All
over
them
at
run
Tom
that Parker.
Bigby. So it was back then. It was a company. International Paper had a company. Scott, Kimberly Clark. They still got a company. International's closed down now. You had Warrior and Gulf. You had Parker Towing, which is still thriving, and it was a couple other companies that ran over there. You know, pretty predominantly. You know.
Warrior and Gulf. They no longer in business now.
No,
huh?
no, they closed down. They home. So Warrior and Gulf was a part of U.S. Steel, out of Pennsylvania,
Right, right, right.
and they were primarily created to move iron products from Mobile that would come in off the ship. They would take it north to Birmingham, and for the furnaces up there, because you know Birmingham is a iron
Street. Right, right, right.
So they would send that stuff up there to fire the furnaces or whatever, and then they got into coal, exporting coal, and they started bringing coal down.
Yeah,
you know.
I think Parker's still messing with the
Oh,
coal.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I see them. They still pushing coal.
Yeah.
Coal barges.
Yes, that's correct.
So let me ask you this: what position did you start out with over there?
I started out as a deckhand.
Deckhand.
You know, just like pretty much everybody that starts out on the boats, unless you start out as a cook, you're gonna start out as a deckhand. You know.
Okay, okay. So how long was your deckhand? Like, how long did you hold that position?
I was the deckhand for about 3 years.
About 3 years.
Yeah.
Before you decided to become a steersman.
Yeah, yeah. Well, so after about 3 years, I was over here with which they call them cub pilots, like a baby bear cub.
Right, right, right.
I became a cub pilot, and I started training to drive. You know, probably one of the most treacherous rivers on the whole United States waterways, the Tom Bigby and Black Warrior, and we was pushing 6 and 8 regulations up and down there. You know.
Okay. And see, for y'all that don't know, cub pilot is someone who's training. Today we call it a steersman.
Right.
In today's time, it's a steersman, but back then it was a cub pilot.
Right.
And that's somebody who's training to become a captain or a pilot. You know, really they will be a pilot first, and then they will become maybe a relief captain and then a captain.
Exactly.
And so that's what a cub pilot is. And so, how long did you train?
I trained approximately about maybe a year and a half, give or take, before I was standing my own watch.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. So, when you became captain, how long have you been a captain?
Well, I got my license in '95.
Woo.
Yeah, so I stood my first watch. I think it was somewhere in '96. My first solo watch.
Man.
And so that's what 30 years.
30 years,
Yeah.
man. How long in the industry altogether?
I've been in the industry for 33 years. This year be actually 34.
Man. And you also have a DE license.
That's
right?
correct. Yes, I'm a designated examiner. So I'm licensed where I can, if I get someone on the boat with me that's actually training, I can actually sign off on them and say, okay, this man or this lady is ready to stand his or her own watch.
So let me ask this. This leads me to the question. Even though you're a DE, I know personally you've helped get a lot of young black men, a lot of men in general, into the maritime industry.
Right.
Like, if you had to give a guess, like if you had to just guess at it, because I know it's probably a lot of people, how many guys would you say you've helped get on to the maritime industry?
Oh man, just as far as getting hired in the industry, I would say it's upwards of 70 people.
Man,
Upwards of 70.
that's powerful, bro.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
real talk, that's powerful.
Well, So I have to look at the guys that I came under, you know, Captain Junior Barnes, which is, you know, probably my main mentor. Um,
Shout out to Captain Junior Barnes.
yeah, Captain Junior.
He still living?
Yes, he lives in Utah, Alabama. We got Captain Nurse Gwen right here in Mobile, Alabama. You know, and not to leave anybody out, but it was a lot of people that was influential in my life, in my career, you know, as far as showing me a different way of doing it, you know.
Right.
I mean,
right.
And being at Warrior and Guff back when I was coming up, the only company that I saw people that looked like me and you know, that were captains was Warrior and Guff. I mean, back then, when I was a deckhand, I mean, Parker, Kimberly Clark, they may have had one or two, but Warrior and Guff, if they had, back then they had about 20 boats, and they probably had about 10 to 12 black captains. You know what I'm saying?
I know when I started back in 2006, 2007, I didn't see too many black wheelmen.
Right.
You know, I didn't see too many black wheelmen is a captain. I didn't see too many black captains.
Right.
The first black captain I saw was Jory Eden.
Right.
He was the first black. Shout out to Jory. He was the first black captain I saw.
Right.
You was the second. What's his name? Used to work at Hickman with us.
Jules?
Not Jules.
James?
James.
Yeah, James.
James was the last name. Schenkel.
Oh, yeah, Schenkel, yeah.
James Schenkel.
Yeah.
He was the third black captain I saw. Then it was Jules.
Right.
But it was Jory first, you was second. And I never forget, I was sitting in the fleet and I seen Jory, he came out the top of the wheelhouse. I was down on deck. I was a deckhand at the time, and he came out the wheelhouse, and I heard somebody say, "Hey," and I looked up, and I saw Jory.
Right.
He said, "Man, where you from?" I said, "Man, I'm from Mobile." He said, "Me too. Come over and holler at me."
Right.
And so I go over there to holler at him, man, and at that moment I realized it was possible.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I realized it was possible for a black man to become a wheelman.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? At that point, which is, like I say, a wheelman is a captain.
Right.
And so, so let me ask this: so you train upwards of, I mean, you got upwards of 70 people hired into the maritime industry. How many people would you say you train to become captains?
Oh, man. So if I had to just take a guess on how many people I've actually trained, I would say in the last 30 years, probably that I had you know, a hand on, I would say probably about 30.
About 30?
Yeah.
Man, that's a lot. That's a lot.
Yeah.
70 people introduced to the maritime industry and 30 trained to be a wheelman.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying, to become a captain. Man, that's phenomenal.
Yeah.
Man. So, man, let me ask you this. What do you hate most about the industry?
Well, the one bad thing is the time that you lose away from your loved ones. You know, being
Tell
gone.
me about it.
Yeah,
Tell
being
me about
gone. You know, being gone, being out there. You miss a lot.
You do.
You know, you may miss your like me, so I have a daughter that's 19. She's at the University of Alabama right now. Shout out to Trinity.
Shout out to Trinity.
And then I have a son, my youngest son, Chris. He's 33. I started out here the year he was born. I mean, pretty much all my kids, I missed their first steps, missed their first words. You know what I'm saying? So the little stuff, holidays, Christmases, you know, birthdays.
Right.
You know, it's a sacrifice, you know.
I mean, but at some point, man, we gotta also understand that, you know, a sacrifice sometime, man, you can sacrifice and be home every day and struggle, you know what I'm saying? and to me, it's a sacrifice, but it's a positive sacrifice.
Oh, without a doubt.
You know what I'm saying?
Without a doubt.
Because, you know, you got guys out here sacrificing their life on the block, you know.
Exactly.
And when they go to prison, they're away from their families as well, but they ain't making out a dime to support no activities for their kids.
Oh, I agree.
Support, you know, no academics for their kids. They ain't able to support nothing. So yeah, it's a tough job. Trust me, I know it's a tough job to leave home. It's plenty of days I done got in a car and had such a great time at home and just wanted to pump the brakes and turn the car around and go back. But I knew that in the end it was a greater sacrifice. So man, if you can handle being gone, it's worth the sacrifice. But you know, if you can find something close, hey, by all means do so.
By all means do it, exactly.
So what do you love most about the industry?
The freedom that I get from it, you know.
Speak.
Right, you know what I'm saying? Hey, being able to do things with my family, and I'm just speaking, you know, financially. Just being able to do things with my family. Hey, if we decide we want to go, get up and go somewhere, we get up and go somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Or, and with me, you know, and I not just myself, but a lot of guys that I've talked, a lot of people that I've talked to, you know, when I came home, you know, we'd be home, you know, 15, 20 days, and, you know, we a lot of us kind of made up for lost time, you know, by surprising our kids or our family with things, you know what I'm saying? Just doing things, you know, and so that's the one thing I like most about the job is the freedom, you know, not having to worry about things, you know.
Yeah, you ain't never lied about that, man. That's one of the greatest things about it, man. And also, I want to ask, like, is you grateful that you found the industry? Like, is it something you glad you found out about? Is it something you glad your brother introduced you to?
Without a doubt, I am. I mean, I don't know. I know I was destined to be successful, no matter what I would have been doing. You know, I mean, had I been, no disrespect to a garbage man, had I been a garbage man on the back of a truck, I said that because I know you told me you used to sling them cans. You know,
right. Yeah, I was a garbage man.
Hey, had I been on the back of a truck, guess what? I was gonna be a successful garbage can. I mean, it was just in me to be successful, and no matter where God led, which path He led me.
Most definitely.
So, but yeah, you asked me back to your question. I am thankful. I am thankful that I was led to this career. This career is what I was meant to do. You know.
Yeah. So. It actually, for me, it actually saved my life. I believe, you know, for me, I don't think I'm just being honest. I don't think I was mentally fit to be home every day. I'm just being honest. You know what I'm saying?
I understand exactly
and so,
what you're saying.
It saved my life, and I feel like, just like yourself, man, I would have been great at anything.
Right, without a doubt.
I'm a perfectionist.
Right.
You know, so, but I don't think I was just mentally fit to be home every day. And that was a hard pill for me to swallow to even understand that.
I was telling my wife about you the other day when we was talking, we was here in Alabama. And I said, you know, one thing about Apollo, I said, he was smart. I said, he found out when he got on the boat with me as a deck guy, tankerman, he found out what I liked, and he made sure he was gonna have whatever I liked. He was gonna have that, whatever I disliked, he was gonna make sure I didn't have nothing disliked. You noticed it before I did.
Right.
When I come down, I would always touch the counter.
I tell people that story all the time. I explain to people about that all the time.
Man, ain't nothing on this counter. But then you told me one day after you got in the wheelhouse, I was training you, like, yeah, man, I used to always know when you come down, so I was gonna make sure I had them counters clean. I know you was gonna come down and touch them, you know.
I tell the guys
so,
that now.
Like you say, you was always a perfectionist, you know.
So let me ask you this. Out of all your years of living, what are you most grateful for?
Man, I'm grateful for life. You know, I'm grateful for the life that I have been blessed to live. You know, like yourself, I'm from the inner city. I could have went. You know, I was out there in them streets for a little while when I was growing up, when I was a younger man.
Me too. Me too.
And I mean, I could have went left. You know what I'm saying? But I'm thankful that through God's engineering, that He took me right.
Right.
And I feel I was led down the path that I went, that I'm living right now. You know, I'm nowhere near perfect. None of us are.
Nope.
But I'm thankful that that I chose the route that I'm taking. You know, I'm most grateful for, you know, just being the person I am. I'm proud of who I am.
Who you become.
Yes, I'm proud of who I am. I'm proud of the way that you know, the way that my kids were raised, and the young people that they are right now.
Right.
You know, I feel that that's reflect on myself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And not saying that because a person's kids are not right, that may or may not be a reflection on the person that raised them, but I'm that's what I'm most proud of, my family and the way that they are.
And even with that, man, you know, for them to turn out and be, you know, good people, you know, I feel like it's a testament due to the simple fact, the sacrifice you did make of being down. Because sometimes being away from the home, sometimes it's tough on kids.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And when they able to turn out in a good way, with you being gone, even though you coming in and out, you get what I'm saying?
Right.
But you're not stationary, you're not there every day.
Right,
and for them to turn out to be successful and moving in a great path, that says a lot, man.
Right.
That says a lot, man. So let me ask you this. What's the next chapter for you?
Look, man, the next chapter is gonna be retirement. You know, another few years, the Lord willing. After that, retirement, you know, just kind of sail off in the sunset, you know.
Right.
Kind of just, you know.
That's about it, huh?
Hey, that's it,
Retire
man.
and enjoy life, huh?
Enjoy life, man.
That's what it's about. Well, look,
call guys like yourself, you know, Big P, PJ, Willie, that's on the boat with me, a couple of my guys.
A guy asked me about Willie the other day, man. He was like, man, you worked at Hickman? I said, yeah, I worked at Hickman, man. He said, man, you may know Willie, man. Willie with the glasses.
Yeah.
I said, yeah, I know Willie, man. He said, yeah, man, I worked at Kirby with him.
Oh,
and I forgot the guy's name. He told me to tell Willie to holler at him.
Okay.
But yeah, man. So, man, I really just want to tell you, man, like, for me, I appreciate everything you did for me. You know, when I came out there, man, I'll never forget. It was, I was having a hard time, matter of fact, on the boat that I was on. And I had got this phone call from a young lady you used to know named Nika. And she said, hey, Paulo, Big Mike, you know Big Mike? I said, yeah, I done heard of him. She said, he trying to get in touch with you, man, and he wants you to give him a call. So I gave you a call, man. You said you wanted me to come over and work on your boat. And, man, when I took the opportunity to come work for you, man, like, that was the best phone call I could have ever got.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? To be able to come work with you, man. And when I got to your boat, I just felt at home.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It was more of us.
Right.
All the boats that I had been on prior to that, I was always the only black guy on the boat. So to come to your boat and to feel at home meant a lot to me.
Right.
And, man, for you to train me, you know, I was a tankerman when I came to you, but for you to be able to take me from a tankerman to a captain, and you did it in 24 months, you know what I'm saying? Really, I was ready in 18, but you kept me 24, and I understood why.
Right.
To be able to give me the sticks and be able to run my own watch.
Right.
You know, and get comfortable before you move me on.
Right.
So, man, I just respect your patience, your time. And, man, you put me in the position that I'm in today, because had it not been for you, I wouldn't be where I am today. Right. Even doing this right here, you know what I'm saying, I wouldn't even be able to do this without you.
Right,
you get what I'm saying? So I just appreciate everything you did for me, bro. Like, for real, bro, I've been able to put my family in a better position. I done own different businesses. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm in your position now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And for you to put me in that position, man, I can't thank you enough.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? And man, I'm still trying to get to where you at when it comes to opening doors for other people.
Right.
And I'm still trying to get to that point, man. But I just wanted to show my gratitude and my appreciation for everything you've done for me, man. And man, I didn't get a chance to thank you properly. So man, I bought you a little gift. You know, as a token of my appreciation, bro. And man, I hope you like it, man. And see what you think about it, man.
Oh man.
I consider you a GOAT, man. I consider you a hero. You know.
Oh yeah, this definitely going on the mantle.
You know, I consider you a GOAT, bro. I consider you a hero. And man, I appreciate you taking the time to sit down with me, man, and blessing me with this interview, bro.
I appreciate it without a doubt.
This means a lot to me, man.
Y'all must be peeling onions up in here.
Yeah, man. But yeah, I appreciate it.
Put on my shades.
Yeah, man. I appreciate it, man. Like I said, man, you just don't know, man. This meant a lot to me, man. And I consider you a hero because of all the people who lives you saved just by turning them on to the maritime industry.
Right.
So that is why this is called Unacknowledged Heroes, so that we can start giving the people that really count they flowers.
I appreciate
man,
it, bro.
listen, bro, I love you, and I appreciate
too,
you doing this for me, man.
Hey, but
Listen.
you made it easy. Because like you said earlier, and you just said something, now I'm going to change a little bit. You said that I talking about me, you made it easy because you wanted it.
Right, appreciate it.
And when a person wants it, they coming to get it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Ambition.
Exactly. You had ambition. You came because you wanted it.
Right.
You wanted to be where you saw me at. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And when you want it,
right,
you come get it. You know what I'm saying? And that's what you did, bro. So, I mean, you made it easy. People like yourself make it easy on a trainer.
Right.
So.
And if you had to give some advice to a young man that's trying to find his way, and you was explaining to him about the maritime industry, what would you tell him?
I would tell them, hey, look, come in, be ready to work, keep your head down, be ready to work. Even, you know, it's gonna be times it's gonna be cold, it's gonna be rainy, it's gonna be hot. Trust me, anybody that's been on the boat for over a year, done all been there. Right? Keep your head down, do your job, don't be mouthing off, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Handle your business, you know.
You can't have a problem with authority.
You cannot have a problem. You have to learn how to, for lack of a better term, you have to learn how to bow down. You know what I'm saying? I'm not telling you to be no punk about your stuff, but you got to learn how to humble yourself. There you go. You got to learn how to be humble and take constructive criticism.
Yep.
You know, I'm not telling you gotta let nobody dog you out. And if you got a good captain, he ain't gonna dog you out. I'm not gonna disrespect anyone. I've never disrespected anyone. You know, I've had guys raise up at me. Now, when they raise up at me, I will raise back up. You know what I'm saying? Let them know, hey, look, that ain't what we're doing here. You know, but just hold you and let the captain know that, hey, I'm interested in progressing up, you know, if that's what you want to do.
I try to let a lot of the young guys know too, because one of the things that I run into as a captain when I'm dealing with a lot of the younger guys is I have to always explain to them that there's a difference between help and control.
Right.
A lot of times they get the two confused.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? They think because you trying to tell them something, what to do, you trying to control them.
Right.
And they don't understand you only trying to help them get better because you came before them. And there's a reason you come before them.
Right.
And so a lot of times, man, they don't understand the difference between help and control, man.
Yeah.
And so, man, I appreciate you taking the time to do this with me, man. Listen, this my guy, Big Mike, man. This is somebody who trained me and put me in a better position. I hope you guys enjoyed the interview, man. Listen, y'all tuned in to the Unacknowledged Heroes podcast. Well, listen, I'm your host, Lo, and this is my guy, Big Mike. And, man, we out, man.
LJ.